The 61st meeting between Muhlenberg and Moravian kicks off tomorrow afternoon at Rocco Calvo Field with game time and live coverage set for 2 sports at noon. The Greyhounds lead the all-time series 33-25-2 and come in with a record of just 2-7, while the Mules check in with a record of 7-2. Muhlenberg won last year's game by a score of 28-0, but will be without starting quarterback Dan Deegan, who was injured a week ago in an overtime win against Ursinus. But senior Joe Carlucci, seen here, who threw a touchdown pass in last year's win over the Greyhounds, will get the start. While the Mules may be the favorite, both coaches Jeff Puxton and Moravians' Mike Donnelly know you could throw the records out the window for this one.
What we told our guys is that the regular season's over. This is a season unto itself, so we can finish this season 1-0, and our guys are excited about it. We've had a great week of practice, and it's a great week for our seniors too. They put a lot of hard work in for 4 years, and you want to send the seniors out in a good note and really get into the off season with the rest of the group. So the practices this week have been great because no one's worried about those first 9 weeks. It's all concentrated on 1 week and building as many memories as we can this week, and finish on a good note on Saturday afternoon.
You can throw the records out when you get into a game like this, and the highway is strewn with wreckage of teams that thought all they had to do was show up. We know that for a fact that it's nothing. The records don't matter. We know we're going to change quarterbacks, and they haven't. So we know that things are going to change for both teams this coming Saturday. So it really will be about which team is most ready to play and most physical.
By the 10th game of the season, Coach, obviously, we should be ready to play by the 10th game, and no matter who we playing. And that's the main thing he wanted us to do. It's just just be relaxed, have fun, study film, and think how important this game between Muhlenberg and Moravian is.
We're real pumped up. I mean, for a lot of us seniors, this is going to be like our last game. So 4 years, I mean, all of us been playing kind of all our lives. So it's like the last week of practice, last game. I mean, we're ready to go out there and give everything we got for the last time.
It's one of those things that like everyone's just like, man, I remember that. I remember how that felt to win against this team, or I remember how this felt. Like, it's just one of those things where like, no matter what happens, like, this game means everything to everybody on the team. And it's just one of those times of the season that forget everything else, forget what happened, forget all the downs we had. Just you're going to remember this game, and this game is going to be the one that you hold with you for the rest of your life.
As a senior, it definitely has the opportunity to do that, to go out with a win. And, for the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, some momentum going into the off season, just to end on a win, and let alone, it's Muhlenberg, so it's always, it's always a fun game.
Seniors have done a great job for me in keeping things going and having a great work ethic, and everyone else has bought into that. So that's been good week in and week out, and there has been a steady improvement amongst positions and amongst offense and defense and special teams units. So the process that we put in place at the beginning of the year certainly has taken its necessary steps in getting to where we want to be.
This is an ancient rivalry, and although we're a Division III program, and people tend to think about Auburn and Alabama and places like that have great rivalries, Clemson and South Carolina. This is for our kids and for our alums, and this is as big as it gets. And so this is a very, very important game for us for a lot of reasons. But maybe the most important is it is our last game for our seniors. 4 years have slipped by, and it goes really, really fast. And so I'm hoping that we go out there and have a great game on Saturday.
So obviously a big rivalry between those two teams, and also for Muhlenberg on the bubble to make the NCAA tournament, they need to win against Moravian plus get a little help, and they can secure maybe a possible one of those 7 at-large bids. But to see what happens first, you got to win.
Then they have a great reputation under Mike Donnelly for being a terrific football program. I think that would have to help as well.